Welcome back to Relegation Battle. This week is a season preview for upcoming 2021 season. Before we go into that, let's just quick recap of the international break. England got 4 points. Late win against Iceland. Lucky, to be honest. Poor against Denmark. But overall, Southgate is not looking good for Southgate. A lot of fans want him out. But then staying that England topic, Jack, just quickly coming to you on the whole Foden Greenwood situation. Greenwood, from a United fan, what do you just make of it all?
I mean, when you saw it, it's not good, is it? You know,
No.
like it was a fact. Look, you're young, yeah. Bring girls back. That's not the worst thing. It was just with all this going on, you're in a secure bubble. No one gets in or out, and you. I don't think they invited. I think they met somewhere else, but they're in a hotel with two girls. I mean, he's young. Bad mistake, but he'll learn from that, won't he? So, but yeah, when I saw it, I was like, oh no. But you know, it is what it is. It's happened, so he just needs to get through it and get past it. He will learn from it.
Yeah, I mean, they were including the squad for the Denmark game because of that. But then Ansu Fati did really well for Spain. Nico Barella did really well from Italy as well. So two young prospects coming through. Then De Bruyne, I believe Henderson got the football writers player of the year. De Bruyne has now got the PFA one, the proper one, if you want to call it that.
Yeah,
Rashford also picked up the, like, how do you call it? Sportsmanship one. I can't remember the actual name of it. Like, football merit one. And then Trent Young player of the year again. So I believe that's all that really happened in the last week. Chelsea probably made some sort of transfer, as always. But yeah, let's look into the new season now. Ty, we'll start with you. Who do you think is going to win the league?
Uh, Man City, just because Liverpool, after lockdown, they didn't look good. And then even during pre-season, they've been a bit shaky. And Man City have obviously they signed Ake, he's decent for the squad, and then they're probably going to get Koulibaly as well. And then obviously what they needed to do was strengthen their defence. And they've replaced Sane with, what's his name, Ferran Torres. So yeah, I think it'll be Man City.
Tom, you agree?
Yeah, I think either way it's going to be close. It won't be Liverpool running away with it. I don't really see Man City running away with it either because Liverpool are still going to be hard to beat. And Chelsea, Man United are up there. I don't think Chelsea, Man United will do it. They still, especially Chelsea, because they're bringing in so many players, they will get top four easy. But then they need time to gel. But they will get top four. So maybe Chelsea will push on in the next couple of years, not this year though. The thing is with Liverpool, I mean, especially from a Tottenham fan, if you go back a couple of years ago, we done a transfer window where we just had a brilliant season. We got unlucky with the league title, could have won it, and then we didn't spend any money to invest. You always need to get in at least one or two players every summer window to freshen the team up, bring new spirit into the team. With Liverpool, that could happen with Thiago and maybe, but then they're going to lose Wijnaldum, so that would be like a loss, but then a gain. And with Man City, I feel like if they bring Koulibaly, I think they definitely win it because I think that'll be a signing like Van Dijk, like the impact that Van Dijk had. Koulibaly will have a big impact on Man City, and they will win the league if they get Koulibaly.
Jack, what about you?
exactly. Same as both of them. I think I don't know. Like especially what Tom said there. One or two. I know they got that backup left back, but you just need those signings not just to make everyone feel like okay, now I've got to work harder to keep my place.
You keep
Yeah.
progressing.
I've seen it at Man United. The people are getting comfortable in their positions there, and there's no one there behind them pushing them.
Mm.
So you just need those few people just to keep the standards up high where they need to be. And yeah, Klopp will probably install that in them, but I just don't think they'll be the same. They'll be up there, but I just think City will just do it again the way they play football. So I just think I think City will win it.
To be honest, I disagree because the thing is, I don't think, if I remember correctly, last season at the start of it, Liverpool didn't really like sign anyone, like anyone big or at least, and they still came second in the league, won the Champions League, but they didn't really like invest heavily like we expect champions to normally do. I do think they need Thiago to like really push themselves because City if they do get this Koulibaly deal done, yeah, it's got to be like Van Dijk level impacts. I think him and Laporte are going to be absolute rocks at the back. But I think Liverpool in a position now where the team not exactly old, but like they've had the experience now, that starting 11 and like the players on the bench to really challenge again for the league title. Like you said, they stood down after they won it and the restart. So I think the only matter of question for them is that hunger, if you want to call it that. Do they want to do it again? Like the levels they put in last season from the start. But I think that's the only thing I'm questioning from Liverpool. But I do think they're rotating it. Ty, we'll come back to you. Who else gets top four?
So it'll be City, Liverpool, Chelsea, obviously, and then I think Arsenal could sneak in. Maybe because obviously, if United get Sancho, then it'll be United definitely. But if they don't, then it's looking a bit slim. So I reckon Arsenal could sneak in.
Tom, do you agree with that?
They could sneak in. We could sneak in, but I don't think we will. We got the quality there to sneak in. Like, it wouldn't be a surprise, but then I don't think we will. I just think Man United will and it's specifically because of the impact Bruno had and how that team was just playing such good attacking football. I don't know why he gets a lot of stick because he takes penalties, or the only stick I'd give him is that he dives, but that's in the game now. I just think Man United with him, and they just signed Van der Beek, so there's more depth in that midfield. So if he did get injured or Pogba, you still got quality, and that's without. And if they get Sancho, they definitely will get in it. But I think Man United will get it.
Jack, are you backing Ole to do it again?
I know I'm gonna have to, but it's so hard to just think because you think about it. You've got those for the people said, but then you've got Spurs and Arsenal who are going to be better than last season. And Arsenal, whether you want to battle them or not, they finished 8th. But what they've done under Arteta has been such an improvement. Yeah. So, like Ty said, I think they're going to be pushing as well. I'm not saying they're going to get top 4, but you've got pushers like outsiders like Everton. If they've got a quality manager, just signed 3 quality midfielders.
I can't see them getting top 4.
No, not saying top 4, but you've got people that are going to be pushing up again. You've got Wolves again, so you're going to have to win most of your games. It's going to be, I don't know if it was last year, but I think this might be, like in a while, the highest scoring points you needed for top 4. I think it's going to be close between quite a few teams. They're going to push towards the end, going to keep pushing, but towards the end, some teams are going to drop off. Maybe like Wolves, Everton, but they're going to be up there most of the season.
Year. I remember we said that last year, didn't we?
But now,
because we made signings, pre-seasons.
Yeah. I think it'll be City, Liverpool, Chelsea, United. However, I wouldn't be surprised if Chelsea finished second.
I just want to put it out there. It is Tottenham and Arsenal's fault that the top 4 race was so shit. Because it just took so much pressure off of Chelsea, because I think they were catchable for any team. And to be honest, Man United weren't great until I think that it was the second half of the season Man United started kicking on, because they didn't have a good start last year, Man United.
No, it was our first game in February. We didn't lose a game since then.
So I think this year, I'm certain that we will be better this year, because obviously Mourinho's in from the start now, and we were 14th when he came in. Same with Arteta. He I don't know where he came in, but he's improved. So I think it will be a better race for top 4.
Yeah. Well, like Jack said, I personally think Chelsea will finish second purely because they got top 4 last season, but the way they just improved every single part of the squad that needed improving. Chelsea win the title every 2 or 3 seasons normally. So I think even though Frank is still a bit, unproven, should we say, I can't see him not progressing on what he's already built there with all these signings. So I think they'll grab second place.
You think they'll get second? So who did you say will get first?
Liverpool.
Do you think Chelsea's going to get above Man City?
Yeah, because this thing,
I
Pep's
don't know.
the pressure on Pep's not in the league anymore. It's the Champions
Yeah,
League.
I know,
They've
but
lost because look, they've lost to Lyon now. They've lost to Monaco now. Who is it before that? Spurs as well.
And
Like
Liverpool.
these are teams. Let's be honest. Like,
yeah, but you're mentioning the
City should
Champions
be,
League.
huh?
You're mentioning the Champions League.
Exactly. So Pep's gonna won that Champions League more than anything else. So I think that's gonna pull the put all the pressure on that and like take it off the Prem. So I don't think. Say if he does come third in the Prem and wins Champions League, I don't think he'll care about it. I think he'll be happy he just got that out of the way.
I mean,
So
it
that's why I
could
think City will
happen,
put it.
but Chelsea will have to have a very good season.
I mean,
Like
they've
it
got
would
the
all
players to
have
do
to
it.
click.
That's the thing. They've got the
Because
players now.
if they come second, that means they're in that title race 100%. Because I don't see it being like a Liverpool
Yeah.
like smashing it anymore. I think it's going to be like only a couple of points this year.
But Chelsea have to be there, in my opinion. They
If
just
Chelsea
came
finish
mean-
fourth
third
or
before.
lower, it's a failed season, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If they're not in the title race, it's failed because they
But
just
I think
finished
they'll-
top four.
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
I can't see Chelsea winning it though yet. But if they
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 have to be
don't
up
win it, I
there.
don't think that's a failed season.
No, but they've got.
They
No,
have
yeah,
to be
I
up
think
there,
I agree
though.
with that. They have to be challenging, 100%. They've got to be challenging, like even if it's them, City and Liverpool, they have to be challenging. Maybe like towards the last couple of weeks they drop off, but they have to be challenged the whole way through the season. If they finish fourth or lower, that's such a bad season.
I agree.
Yeah.
But they might get a title. They might get. I reckon if they could get a trophy this year. I reckon they might get one.
We have to win a trophy.
Yeah, I think they might have to, like an FA Cup. I reckon they might go for that. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Then fourth, like you said, the problem is because there's still like a month left in the transfer window. If United get the Sancho deal done, that's a huge boost for them. If we manage to somehow sign Alwa, that's a huge deal for us. But like and Spurs as well. Spurs, like I think this Dahi signing's gone a bit under the radar. I think that's a massive signing for you guys because he's such a good player. Doherty.
Yeah, I think that's a brilliant. I thought Højbjerg was a good signing, but a lot of people didn't. But that Doherty one's good, and ours ain't over yet. There's still maybe a chance Bale comes back. Whether he will, I don't know. It'll be on a loan and Milik is another one. We'll be getting a striker. I just don't know who.
That's the thing. Like you guys need a backup striker. I think watching the Spurs documentary just proves that even more. Like how much Mourinho knows he needs one now. So I think it is between. I would say the top six will probably remain the top six, like the traditional ones.
Mm.
But like, I do back Arteta to just get top four.
Where do you think Leicester's going to finish?
Leicester, I don't see them in the top 8, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I think Everton will finish above. I think Southampton will finish above them.
Have Leicester signed anyone?
As well. Who?
Leicester. Did they sign anyone?
They got Castagna, or like the Belgian left back from Atalanta, because they lost Joe, obviously. But it's more of a replacement rather than I couldn't call it a signing. Other than that, I can't really think of much off the top of my head. But
I think they just had. I think they towards like September to January they overachieved.
Yeah.
Which is why. This season I don't see them top 4. I think 8th, 9th.
Yeah.
So.
Then, well, that was the other question I was planning. So, obviously, we've had Sheffield United and Wolves do really well in the last 2 seasons. Who do you think this season, like, if you had to name one team, is going to be that team that maybe surprised everyone, gets that last year, like an extra European spot that maybe Wolves haven't usually had?
Yeah, Everton.
Everton will come up this year. I reckon it's about. I think pressure's on them because if you look over years, their recruitment's been shit. They spend so much money on players. Like I remember they brought Gylfi Sigurdsson for 50 million one year. That is ridiculous.
Yeah. They brought Iwobi for 40.
Yeah, Iwobi for 40. So they got the manager. That was perfect for getting him because he's a brilliant manager for a club like Everton. Everton's not a crap. They're not the biggest club, but they're not the smallest club.
Yeah.
But that is a high-profile manager, which is probably the biggest one they've ever had. So,
Yeah.
and then these signings have made. The Allen one I was very surprised with. I've never really seen him, but I've heard good things about him. James, I understand that move for both parties. I think that's a brilliant move for James, to be honest, because it rejuvenises his career. And he's worked with Ancelotti before. And Decore, I think he's a workhorse in the midfield, and I think he'll be them getting that midfield just really helps them to push on.
Yeah. Yeah, I think them as well. Especially now, like you said, well, last season, Ancelotti came in, but he came in like halfway through the season, whenever it was. Now,
Yeah.
like Tom said, we've got Mourinho, they've got a full pre-season.
Yeah.
So, and with how well Calvert-Lewin did under Ancelotti when he came in, he could carry out 4 more and scoring loads of goals. Richarlison as well. They've got Andre Gomez, Sigurdsson on the bench. So they're looking strong.
Basically, a new keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, Ty, you were telling me as well, they might be getting Tomori on loan.
Yeah. So
So
that's a good on the back.
Yeah.
maybe him, Yerry Mina, Michael Keane gives a bit of rotation as well.
Yeah.
Could be a very good season for them. First time in a while as well.
Yeah.
But then on that note, let's move on to our fantasy teams. Okay, go. All right. Should be able to see it in a bit. All right, we're all seeing it.
Yeah.
All right. So this is my one. I'll zoom in for now. So Martinez in goal. Pretty much got 4 fullbacks in defence. Aubameyang is my captain. Probably will be for most of the season. Fulham away though. I think it's just an easy start. I wanted James, I can't lie. I really wanted him in the team, but he's just too expensive. Got Diangana and Ibre Eze instead. Then I got Ings and Cowell there for now, but on the bench I got De Bruyne and Martial. So obviously they'll come in once they get fixtures. Then Fabianski and Ealing there too. I mean, what do you guys make of my team then? Any surprises?
I don't like it.
I mean, I've seen your team as well, but what do you like about my team? Is it just the
I just
non-Spurs?
don't like your no, because I ain't got no Spurs players either.
Yeah.
I might after the first week, because I know who I'm probably going to get in. But I've gone for a different approach I've gone for the same formation, but the thing is, you've got players like De Bruyne and Martial on the bench.
Yeah.
They're quite big, pricey players, which I don't want to mess up my game week 1 for that. A lot of people have done that, but I've decided to go the other way.
Yeah, the only thing I would have changed it, but because it's can you make 1 free transfer per week is like, which like it just didn't seem worth it to me. But then we go to the next
Joe,
one.
can I quickly ask, as an Arsenal fan, I'm guessing you think Martinez is going to start then?
Yeah, because he started against Liverpool, and the only playtime Leonard's had since Brighton is 45 minutes against MK Dons. So
Didn't he play for Germany?
Yeah. He played for Germany as well.
Second game.
That's also the reason why I put in Martinez, because he stayed with Arsenal. Yeah, I only just changed him. I don't know. It's still a risk. I don't know.
Yeah, I really don't know, but I think Emi deserves it as well. So maybe it's just that from me. But believe this is.
That's mine.
Oh, that's yours. Okay, Jack.
This isn't a finished pod. This isn't finished. Okay, yeah. So this was mine before I knew that the players weren't playing, and I haven't yet changed it. I know I only got a couple of days. I will change it. So that's what I went with. I'm probably going to I might go the same route as Tom and just take them all out and not put them on the bench.
Yeah.
And I'll probably look to bring in Aubameyang. Maybe William Saliba as a cheaper option in defence, Kyle Walker. And then I'll probably try and either see if I can fit in Kane or get like a cheap striker. Not cheap striker, but like might get in Vardy and a few midfielder, because Ziyech looks like he's injured now, so I have to replace him as well. So
yeah,
got to make a few changes across that
great for you
midfield.
at the moment.
No.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good team. I mean, the bench is a bit suspect, can't lie.
I always do that for my I always do that. I always go for cheap players, so I
Oh, okay,
never
yeah, fair enough.
rotate. I've never.
Yeah,
And my times I've played fantasy, I've never used what's it called? The triple
Yeah,
bench
like
boost.
bench
replacements.
boost.
Yeah.
I've never used bench boost, so and if someone's injured, I just either take a -4 deduction or use a free transfer, just so I get the
Fair
most
enough.
amount of money on my pitch on the first 11.
Okay,
That's ties.
Tom. Oh no, this is Jay's team.
That's,
Jay sent me his
oh, okay.
team. And we'll just look for it. I think he's changed Bednarik for Salisu now, so basically like for like. He's similar to mine. Got James, Cheney, St. Maximin, and Bamiyang. He's got for Havertz instead of Ziyech. Ty, I mean, I don't have your team in here at the moment, but who would you, as a Chelsea fan, would you pick a fully fit Ziyech or a fit Havertz? Who are you going for?
I prefer Ziyech, to be honest, because in the friendly where he got injured, it only took him like 4 minutes to make an impact or something when he whipped in a good cross that Hudson-Odoi messed up,
Yeah,
and then Werner tapped it in. So yeah, I'll probably put Ziyech instead because I think Havertz is going to need time.
yeah.
A lot of pressure on Havertz.
Yeah,
He might take a while.
Then he's gone. I think Bruce is a popular one because he's a 4.5 mil striker. Then he's got Alioski and Phillips on the bench. Then Tom, I mean, just talk to me about the no Spurs players. What's the thinking behind that?
So that will change game week 2.
Okay.
The reason why I haven't gone with that is because Everton, it's a big game. I did have Doherty in.
Yeah.
But I had 1 million spare, and I tried to like pull it towards Antonio or Sukek, but then there weren't really a player that was catching my eye. So then I thought, well, if I take out Doherty, who's going to be playing against Everton, that's going to be quite an edgy game, to be honest. It could be easily be a draw. It'll be a close game, I reckon. And get Robertson in instead, who is against Leeds at home. Leeds play a quite pressing, high attacking. I can't see them changing their style for the league. So I reckon that'll be an open game, and I expect Robertson to have more of a chance to get an impact than Doherty. That was the reason behind not having a Tottenham player. I've seen a lot of people have Son in. I was thinking about having Son in, but I like my midfielders, and I didn't want to have Son in there as well. I wanted a couple of strikers, and I like the look of Vardy for this game week. And Antonio, I don't know whether Antonio will play up front, but because I think Haller's back now, whether they'll give him a chance. I was debating about taking Antonio out for maybe Chris Wood
because of how he ended the season.
Yeah,
Who
but
Newcastle
I don't know whether he'll be on the wing though. What you say, Jack?
Who are Newcastle playing?
West Ham.
West Ham. It's. I was thinking about Wilson as well, but I think I'll stick with Antonio.
Yeah, I think Callum Wilson.
Yeah, well, keep yourself in it.
Well, just 2 more pretty much brief questions before we finish. Ty, I'll start with you. Top scorer and player of the season. Who do you think?
I reckon Aubameyang might finish top scorer again. I would say Kane, but obviously you never know because of his injuries. But yeah, obviously Aubameyang just guarantees goals every season, doesn't he? Really.
Yeah.
So what was the other question?
Player of the season.
Player of the season. De Bruyne again, because I think Man City are just going to win the league. So I reckon if they do win it, De Bruyne is obviously going to play a key part, and I think he might actually break the assist record.
Fair enough. Tom?
See, I would say Kane hands down. Not to disrespect any other strikers, but if you would say all of them are fit and they play every single game, Kane gets more goals than every single one of them. I don't care what you say. The only one that gets close to him, in my opinion, is Aubameyang. People might say Aguero, but Kane has a better finishing record. He's the best finisher in the league. But it don't work like that. He gets injured. I expect to have a striker in this year, so another one,
Mourinho
whether it's
football.
Milik.
Well,
Yeah, but that don't have an impact because he had players like Drogba who scored a lot. And if you go to Kane's stats, I think he had like 12 games and 9 goals with Mourinho,
yeah,
and
that's true.
that's a good stat. So he scores no matter what, Kane. You give him one opportunity in a game, he's most likely to put it away if it's a good opportunity. So I'm just going to say Kane because I think there's more chance of him keeping fit because I expect us that our new signing, our next one, if there is one, which I think if we don't have one, it'll be a bit ridiculous, will be a striker. And if we do get that striker, it'll be help to maintain his fitness. Plus, we're in the Europa League. If we're in the Champions League, you'd have to play Kane because you've got to play your best team. But whereas if you're in the Europa League, you can sort of rest him so you get like a week's rest. So I think we'll be able to maintain it. So I'll just say Kane for top goal scorer.
For the season?
I will go with. I'm gonna go De Bruyne. Yeah, I'll go De Bruyne.
All right, Jack. What about you?
So this my thought process was Aguero. Actually, no, he gets injured and Pep rotates too much. Kane, or something he gets injured. I was going to go for Aubameyang, but I'm not going to go for any of them. My top goal scorer is going to be Mo Salah.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah. I thought you were going to say Werner.
Yeah, man.
I had a weird idea you were going to say Werner.
And player of the season, I can't look any more further than De Bruyne.
Thank God.
Yeah, he's like the safe option.
Yeah, I would agree. De Bruyne player of the year. I think he's honestly too good, and I agree with Ty. I think that Henry's record is getting broken because with the signings they've made as well,
season, wasn't he?
He equaled it this season. So I think.
Wait, what is the record?
20. Oh, 20. Sorry.
20 assists.
Yeah.
And Henry got that.
Yeah, because he's best Premier League player of all time in it. But then top goal scorer, like he's always said, I think if everyone's fully fit, for me it's between Kane and Aguero because they're the best finishers in the league.
Aguero? I think it's out of Kane and Aubameyang.
That's the thing. Aubameyang banks goals.
I respect you for saying
on the
Kane,
left now.
but I think it's Aubameyang.
Aubameyang doesn't get as many chances.
The way City play, if they're fit, he's got more chance of scoring more goals than Aubameyang, especially playing up front as well.
Yeah.
I know Aubameyang, it doesn't matter, he's playing on the left wing, he still scores, but there's difference. You get more chances.
So because of that, because Aubameyang's fitness record's so good, I'm going to go for him because I think there's a good chance he'll play all 30 games for us this season. So yeah, that is our predictions. Premier League starts on Saturday. I guess we'll see how it goes. I think all of us will be back for next week as well. So until then.